Good day, my name is Michael Smith, or Dr. Mike, and today I'm going to introduce you to the annual health challenge and the process involved and what it's all about. I call it a health challenge because most of us living today in the 21st century find staying healthy just a little bit of a challenge. I also call it a challenge because for each aspect of getting our health back and learning about how to take care of ourselves, each challenge has a solution. So I'm going to talk to you about the 10 solutions that I bring into the course that I offer for people, so that the health challenge is very organized and clear. So solution number one has to do with balance, and I call this finding balance in a balanced way. If you're going to go on a cleansing program, if you're going to focus on your health, there's sort of two things that are going to happen. One, which happens to a lot of us at first, is we're going to kind of run at it like a bull in a china shop and go a little bit too intensely, maybe a little bit too stubbornly, and what happens is we sort of burn out with our intention and actually feel sometimes a little bit bad because we didn't live up to our expectations. The other way this can go, in the sense of not quite going about this in a balanced way, is basically not giving ourselves enough motivation, staying with our intentions, and finding enough support. So if we're going to try and find balance in a balanced way, we have to be careful with not getting too carried away with our intentions and expectations, and always make sure that we're clear on what we can really do and make sure we have support. Quite honestly, the thing that limits most people's ability to stick with any kind of health program is the people in their lives that are undermining the process because they're not really aware of what's going on. So one of the best ways to get support is to tell your family and your friends what you're doing, why you're doing it, and asking them to help you out. So that's how we find balance in a balanced way. The second solution that we want to look at is basically understanding, and I mean understanding your health, and probably more importantly, understanding a little bit about disease. Throughout the whole program, we learn lots about how your body works, what goes wrong, and how to take care of it. And what typically happens for people when they understand what's happening in their body, what disease really is, why it's this in your liver, this in your digestive system, why your joints are acting up, and more importantly, what to do about it. You're now empowered with how you go about your life. If you're going through the shopping mall with your shopping cart and buying your food, and you know why this is good and why this is not so good, or why this is really bad, you're much more likely to make a good decision around that food or that choice or that, say, that stimulant or that intoxicant, because most of us want to know why. So that's why number two, probably second most important thing, is just understanding what's going on, what to do about it, and why, so that you're empowered to make good decisions on your own. The third solution is about stability. Now, stability kind of means that what you're choosing to do in your life is sustainable for you, it makes sense, you're grounded in it. More importantly, and perhaps more technically, it has to do with stabilizing your metabolism. Most of us, if we have enough caffeine, sugar, alcohol, other things that kind of force our metabolism to behave in a certain way, maybe we like to feel that way, it's basically going to make your metabolism unstable. The more unstable your metabolism is, the more your symptoms are going to be hard to use by any healthcare professionals to actually help you understand what's going on. If most of your symptoms are just the symptoms of being stressed out, burned out on sugar, caffeine, alcohol, whatever else you may be doing, most of your symptoms aren't really telling anyone really how to help you. So if we stabilize our metabolism by removing stimulants, intoxicants, foods that really aren't foods, especially a lot of processed things and sugar, most of the things that you feel, your symptoms, are just going to tell you what you need to focus on more clearly to improve your health. So that's why that next most important solution to our health is stabilizing everything, so that what's actually being told to you, your healthcare team, by your body is precise to your body, not precise to the fact your metabolism is all over the place. The fourth and most important solution to getting our health to improve more and more consistently is to assure that our digestive system is assimilating all of our nutrients. Now, a lot of us have this belief, this misunderstanding, that if we all sit around and share a meal, everyone's getting the same amount of calories, the same amount of nutrients out of that meal, and nothing could be farther from the truth. What's really important for us to understand is your digestive system is doing everything it can to get what it needs out of your food. The simpler you eat, maybe the smaller amounts you eat, the more healthy, nutrient-dense foods you eat, the more you're going to actually assimilate out of each meal, the better your digestive system's going to work. And over time, it's just going to get better and better and better. Eat real food, feel real good, get well a lot sooner. So as long as we're ensuring that our body's assimilating all of the nutrients that we're bringing into our body through healthy eating, the faster your body can actually store those nutrients and use those nutrients to heal your symptoms, heal your joints, heal your digestive system, and actually start putting what I would call money in the bank of your actual storage organs like your liver and kidneys, because your body needs those nutrients not just to run your body day to day, but to have something just in case your body has extra work to do. You injure yourself or you get an infection. If you don't have money in the bank, your body's in some trouble. So that's why assimilation is so important. Imagine trying to cleanse yourself when your body's already completely deficient in most of the nutrients it needs to do that kind of work. And that's often why these sort of weekend warrior quick cleanses don't work. It's because your body may be already malnourished otherwise. The next thing is to ensure that your immune system is doing its job as good as possible. You may not know this, but 30% of your immune system actually surrounds your digestive tract to just keep your poo out of you. It's maybe a bit of a funny picture, but it's in fact one of the most important aspects of your health. If you've been eating sort of the typical standard American diet, lots of stimulants, intoxicants, other things that weaken that membrane, your body is worn down by stress, too much exercise, not enough exercise, that membrane is going to break down, and then you're going to have more and more waste material seeping into your bloodstream, making your immune system work itself pretty much to the bone, and that's kind of a literal thing because you're using your bone and marrow to build your immune system cells just to keep you going. So again, until our gut lining, until our overall digestive system is really healthy and intact, your immune system might be working twice as hard as it needs to just to keep you going. And it's a strange thing to perhaps know if you've never heard this before, but a lot of people can have a low-grade leaking gut, for 15 to 20 years before it's actually going to show up as a disease. And for that 15 or 20 years, your body's using most of its energy to just fight a low-grade infection that you and nobody else really knows about. So as long as we've got a good sense of balance in terms of how we're going about our health, we understand what we're doing and why, our overall lifestyle and behavior and metabolism is stable, we're assimilating all the nutrients we need to actually run our body's organs and energy needs throughout the day. Our immune system is now working properly, your gut lining is intact, your body's not overdoing anything. Now you actually have the physiological capacity and hopefully the resources to begin the process of detoxification. And you probably know this has a lot to do with your liver. Now, some of us have this idea in our minds that your liver just magically kind of takes toxins and makes them go away. That's not really what's happening. What actually happens is your liver chemically changes chemical irritants, free radicals, toxins, damaged fats and things like that into structures that are no longer as dangerous. That doesn't mean they're magically outside of your body, that we have a little special thing that just falls out of our liver and it's gone. It just means that those materials are no longer actively causing you a problem. And that's a pretty important process to make sure it's working as effectively as possible. Once your detoxification pathways, your liver, in fact all of your cells are doing that part of your physiology properly, then you can begin improving the elimination of wastes. And this is what I would actually consider to be the beginning of an actual cleansing process. Now with this health challenge that I do with everybody about twice a year, this is about week 4, week 5 into the process. We've done all these other things and now your body is supported from the inside out, hopefully from the outside in a way that it can actually begin cleansing or eliminating the wastes, the toxic materials and everything else in a way that isn't going to make you feel worse. And that's kind of an important thing. You don't want to get yourself into a situation where you're trying to get healthy and you feel a lot sicker, although sometimes it's going to come and go a little bit. But hopefully if we've got ourselves to the point where we're consistently eliminating waste, supporting our health with good food, avoiding stress, things that are going to mess with our metabolism, you're now on the road to good health. Now depending on how long you've perhaps misused your body a little bit, the elimination process is going to take a little longer. For some people, up to a few months. For a lot of people, just a few weeks. If we've got the good elimination process going, the next thing we want to do is improve our cellular health. Now your elimination organs, your liver, to some degree, mostly your kidneys, your lymphatic system, a bit with your gallbladder, your lungs, and your skin, they're doing their best to do their job, but you also have 70 trillion cells that have to basically, and pardon me for the image, your cells have to flush the toilet every day too. So you've got 70 trillion cells also wanting to eliminate waste that may be congested in them or around them. And again, this is what cleansing is all about, is giving your body a chance to get rid of stuff. And it's to have that picture in your mind that until your elimination organs are working properly, your cells are basically sitting there wanting to flush the toilet and maybe not being as successful as they need to be to do that. So as long as your cellular health is improving, then we have what I would call flow, which means nutrients are going into your digestive system, into your liver, into your bloodstream, into your cells. The wastes are going from your cells through your elimination pathways out of your body, and everything is working just the way it's supposed to. Now that's going to take most people a couple of months, which is why it's going to take us a couple of months to do the whole course. During that process, we're going to be developing more and more awareness around stress, awareness around how to perhaps function a little bit better with our working relationships, our family relationships, because stress is 80% of your health. If you're in a very difficult environment, then you can be eating the best food possible and still be very unhappy and unhealthy. So part of our cleansing process, part of our health challenge, is to actually look into that solution of awareness. Now there's things like Qigong, yoga, meditation, other practices, even various kinds of dancing and movement that help us become more aware of how we actually deal with our stress, and more importantly, how to actually relax the energy that we're holding on to. And that takes some practice too. So throughout this whole process, we're doing all of these things at the same time. We're always working on balance, always developing more understanding, always going deeper into that stability and groundedness in our metabolism, hopefully always assimilating most of your nutrients, if not all of them, improving your immune system, keeping your detoxification pathways running as smoothly as possible, eliminating all of the waste that you need to, making sure your cells can bring in and get rid of everything they need to, and throughout this whole process, going deeper and deeper into an awareness of ourselves and how we're living our lives. And the last step, I would just call vitality, which is getting used to how it feels to be relaxed and healthy and to have lots of energy. And this has mostly to do with exercise, developing some strength, some stamina, some flexibility, so that your body not only works really well in the sense of your internal organs and what comes in and what goes out, but that your physical body is actually strong, limber, fit, and that you have the stamina to basically not get too tired throughout your day. So that's a fairly quick and perhaps in a bit of a hurry introduction to the health challenge. This one starts on March the 15th. Here live in the clinic in this environment in Nelson, BC, and it's available anywhere on the planet as a webinar. So if you yourself or you know anyone who might be interested in this process, just contact me through the website that you're seeing this video on. The challenge actually comes with 2 books, a workbook that helps you go through each of these steps on your own, that has questionnaires so you can be more precise to your own health. And there's a really great cookbook that gives you lots of ideas and yummy, delicious gourmet recipes so that you can enjoy everything you're eating throughout this process as well. So I hope this gives you some information just about your health in general, and more importantly about the health challenge itself, and an opportunity to really, really learn quite a bit about how to get well and stay well. Have a great day. Thanks a lot.